When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, Brian needs our help, and he couldn't really go to his friends, really, because it kind of involves them.
Okay.
My wife told me to reach out to you, LOL,
Mm-hmm.
because we're needing advice on a difficult situation that involves our friend group.
Mm-hmm.
We have a game night coming up at our house next weekend, and have been faced with a situation due to one of the couples splitting up.
Oh.
They're in the early stages of getting divorced. We literally found out this week. And the guy is asking to bring his new girlfriend side piece to game night.
Okay.
We all really like his wife and now kind of feel like we have to pick sides. Needless to say, we're trying not to be all judgy that the guy already has a girlfriend, and just feel like it's going to be an awkward elephant in the room the whole night. The wife actually suggested they alternate weekends so they aren't there together. So that bullet's been dodged. My wife is adamant about not having the side piece in our house. Trying not to let this split the group into hashtag team wife or hashtag team husband. What's the etiquette here?
Well, I like the suggestion the wife had of alternating weeks.
Right.
So it makes it sound like she's at least somewhat on board with the other woman coming, right?
Don't know. I mean, I don't think that's an indication that she knows. I think she just, if they're
maybe
splitting
it's
up,
just
she
like,
just doesn't want to be, there with him.
Right. The guy and the girl. Okay.
Yeah. And at least she's not, completely just bowing out of game night. She still wants to keep the connection with the friends, trying to figure out a way to navigate it so that nobody feels uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I get like now he's already asking to bring somebody else into it.
Okay.
That everyone's going to have to interact with.
So it sounds like this has been in play longer than probably the friend group knew.
Doesn't sound like she's new.
Right, exactly. So if he's comfortable enough to be like, hey, why don't you meet my friends?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that.
And the friends are all like, what? You're getting divorced? What? You're dating someone else all this week?
And what? We have to entertain
her and be nice to her, and what the heck?
I can see that's a tough putt right there.
It is. And I feel like bold ask for the husband to be like, yeah, I've got a new girlfriend. I'm going to bring her.
Yeah. Well,
how does he not understand that's awkward for everybody?
Well, he did. We did get a text from a listener who said, when I went through my divorce, my male friend swore to me that we would still hang out. But every time I tried to schedule, they were, quote, busy. One of them finally told me in secret that their wives said I was dead to them.
Oh.
So unfortunately, he's probably going to need to get new friends.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, that's a tough call there.
That is really tough.
And that's going to be tough, like on the friend group who meets for game night I guess they've all got to get on the same page? I don't know. I don't have enough friends to have game night.
Listen, Ben, when we have a subject and we invite people to give us their problems, you can't just say, I don't know. It's our job to come up with some great advice.
No, I'm saying I can't, so I need someone else too. All right, 502-795-1997. When you've been in this situation, how did you handle it? All right, we want to hear your stories. 502-795-1997. Group therapy here on 99.7 DJX. We'll take your calls and stories next. Every day, right around this time, we always kind of open it up for a group therapy. Well, Brian messaged us, and he is the host for game night with their friend group. And he and his wife are in a predicament because one of the friends getting a divorce and wants to bring the new woman around.
Yep, and he's just kind of worried about, how awkward this is going to be for everybody. Amanda texted, we had this happen with a very close family friend who ended up dating my sister, and they dated for like 3 years. Mm-hmm. Then when they broke up, game night became so awkward. We were doing the alternate game nights, and eventually he kind of bowed out. We see him once in a blue moon now, and it's awkward when they have their new partners with them.
Oh, gosh, yeah. So Tony from St. Matthews checks in and says, any dude that is okay with the side piece coming knew about it for a while.
Ooh.
So okay, that's kind of pointing a finger at Brian, the host.
I guess that's why he's just like, yeah, it's fine. But his wife is like, nope. I got a text. Who was friends first? Did they meet because the husband or the wife? Sounds to me like the wife knew about the girlfriend, and I'm assuming that's why they wanted to get a divorce or are going through a divorce. But I think it does matter who initiated the friend group and who knew them longer. Did the husband know them longer or did the wife? Separating weekends is fine and all, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be a little awkward. I would assume that if the husband was the better friend with the other husbands, then they might have known he was stepping out.
Interesting.
I mean, you're making a lot of assumptions. We don't really know the reason why they're getting a divorce or how long they've been having problems or how long new girlfriend's been in the picture. We're making lots of assumptions.
Amanda checks in on text and says, look, we've had this happen with a very close family friend.
I read that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so.
And even LJ said, listen, no side piece allowed. If the husband's wanting to bring her, that's the reason they're getting divorced. Okay. A lot of people are jumping to that conclusion. They should tell the husband there's no way she can come until A, the divorce is finalized, and B, they find out if the wife knows. Dude has some cojones.
Yeah, so I think it's probably best to side with the wife here. And
I think we say, listen, you tell this guy, no one's going to feel comfortable because we just found out you guys are splitting up this week. It's just going to be a little jolting because we're getting used to that for you to bring somebody else that we've got to all interact with. Right. Hopefully you understand that.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, hopefully that is, at least a good start for you,
Yeah. And you can continue if you got like wisdom in this area. If this happened to you like it did for Amanda, chime in on Facebook and leave those comments so he can kind of mind through them as well at Ben and Kelly Show.
We'll end it with Brad, who texts in and says, look, they're all adults. Passive aggressiveness and pettiness is always the answer. So get them together for a spicy game night. I like the way you think, Brad.
Invite everybody. Invite the wife. Right. Invite the side piece. Let's watch the fireworks.
All right. Well, hey, good luck. Keep us posted. That's Group Therapy.